He looks healthier.
Yeah, 100%.
He didn't look like a malnourished stick. He actually looked like he had some muscle on him.
Alright, lads. Okay. It's just me today, again, raced in Portugal. Yeah, what?
Open your door.
Right.
Hey, mate.
Yo.
I'm yours, bro. I'm sitting around, we're kind of bored. Mind if I come sit in your car?
Yeah,
I'm a complete stranger.
Get in here, lad. He's back!
What's going on, YouTube?
What's going on? Let's do it. Alright, what are we talking about, bro?
Latest of the boxing. Last night. Let's go from last night. Hamza Shiraz and Belanga. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
3 knockdowns in 2 rounds.
I wasn't expecting Shiraz to win that, bro.
No, honestly, me neither. Like, after his performance against Adames, like, I was worried because he's quite young. Like, I thought it might impact his confidence a bit because, you know, he didn't do very well in the later rounds, did he?
No.
Then he came and just whoosh!
Yeah.
Smacked the hell out of Belanga and shut his mouth up for good, bro.
I know, he talked a lot in the build-up, didn't he? Belanga. Gotta go at De La Hoya.
Did he?
You didn't see that?
Nah, believe
In
it
the
or
press
not, man, I
conference.
didn't actually watch like a lot of the press conferences in the lead up to the fights.
Yeah, him and Oscar De La Hoya had a proper, like, back
really?
and forth. Yeah.
Well, like a Eubank and Eddie Hearn back and forth?
Well, I don't know. They were really back and forth, were they? It was just kind of jokes, like, but they were proper having like a back and forth in the press conference. But yeah, Belanga. I mean, fair play to Hamza Shiraz. I wasn't expecting that kind of aggression from him, and he did something that Canelo couldn't. So
Yeah.
that's something that
I was
it's
gonna say,
kind of
Belanga
like,
went for 12 rounds with Canelo, didn't he?
yeah, Belanga went. He got dropped by Canelo in
Yeah,
the third round, but he went the full 12 rounds
Hamza,
with him.
on
Gave
the
him
other hand.
gave him a good go as well, Canelo. Yeah, but Hamza. I mean, I thought it was quite close. First 3 rounds, it was a proper good fight. It was. Then in that 4th round, got caught, and then yeah, man.
Yeah, I think Hamza looked a lot healthier at like super middleweight as well because at middleweight, I heard like he was walking around at something like 90 kilos, which is 200 pounds. So he was cutting a lot of weight.
Bloody hell.
So going up to 168, I think, was a good move.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's got to be.
He looks healthier.
Yeah, 100%.
He didn't look like a malnourished stick. He actually looked like he had some muscle on him.
A malnourished stick.
Yeah.
That is so insulting.
Just very skinny.
Very skinny. Very skinny dude, yeah, very skinny.
Whereas you
dude.
got guys like Canelo who are the opposite, who are just stocky as hell.
Yeah, stocky as hell, yeah.
I don't know if that's steroids. I mean, Hamza's definitely natural, but Canelo could be natural.
Ooh.
I think he is natural.
I mean, there's been talks of Canelo doing steroids. I mean, I don't know if he's never been proven. Has he? Has he ever tested positive?
I don't think so.
I swear he did at one point.
You'd be surprised at how many fighters are like on that stuff. Like,
Oh yeah.
the women's bantamweight champion in the UFC, Kayla Harrison. Like, you can easily tell she's on steroids. Like, she looks like a dude.
Oh, God.
Like bicep veins.
Oh, God.
I mean, she's an amazing fighter. Don't get me wrong, but you can just look at her, you can tell that she's not natural.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a few of them.
It's the same with normal gym lifters. Like, you can tell who's on the juice and who's not.
Oh yeah, you can tell off a mile off in it. You're just like, yeah, juiced. Just no.
Michael
Terrible.
McJuice.
Yeah. You're a fucking show you a lemon.
Stevenson and Zepeda? Is that how you pronounce his name?
Yeah. Stevenson looked fucking sick, I thought.
Yeah, people downplayed him going into that fight because everyone was like, "Oh, Zepeda's a big puncher. He's always coming forward. Shakur's just gonna run away."
Is he played as a big puncher?
Well, put it this way: of all his 33 wins, in his 33 fights, 27 of them came by KO. So he's probably a big puncher.
Well, this is Shakur Stevenson now.
No, William Zepeda.
Oh, Williams a pit, right? Okay. Yeah, but Shakur Stevenson, I think.
He outboxed him
Unreal.
beautifully.
Yeah.
That was wow.
Yeah. A lot of people downplay Shakur Stevenson, but including me. I've downplayed him at one point. But oh my God, he's technically. So I honestly, I reckon he beats Haney.
Oh yeah.
My opinion, I reckon he beats Haney. I've seen enough fights off him now to say that I think he beats Haney.
I think he'd be good enough to give Tank a go too.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I don't know.
After his performance against Lamont Roach, it's making me think that maybe outboxers would, have a chance against him.
It's whether he can take the shots. Yeah. It's whether he can take the shots off.
There was two different ones. Like Frank Martin, he started well against Tank, but then over time, Tank's pressure just got to him. But Lamont Roach, he stayed on him for the full 12.
Yeah. I thought Roach had him, to be honest. I thought Roach.
Obviously, there was a bit of controversy where in the ninth round he took that quote unquote knee.
Yeah, but what is it? Did you see Gervonta Davis got arrested?
Did he?
You didn't see this?
I heard something about it, but I don't know if that was just a rumor.
Apparently, he hit his wife.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You didn't notice? Yeah.
No,
apparently, he hit his wife.
I didn't know he had a wife, to be honest.
Everyone's going off on it. Like Conor Benn, when in an interview recently, he proper had a go at him for it, of course, knowingly as well. Like a lot of people have said, because he's meant to be rematching Roach in August, and people are like, well, is it over now because he's been arrested? Is it done? And Laurent Roach has come out and said, oh no, the fight is still going on apparently. And I'm like, fucking hell, everyone's going to be going for Lamont Roach going into this fight after this. Oh my god. Yeah, I reckon his reputation, I reckon, is going in the bin after this. Davis. If it gets found out that he did it, his wife, oh yeah.
It was supposed to be on August 16th as well, the same day that next Saudi card was coming up.
Yeah.
That's a good card, actually.
Very good card.
Your main event is Benavidez and Anthony Yarde. That's an interesting one.
That's an interesting...
I mean, Benavidez will probably do it, but Yarde has a puncher's chance, I think.
Yarde has a puncher's chance, but and he's a decent boxer.
Yeah.
I just think Benavidez is very, very good boxer.
Although Benavidez hasn't fought many people either. I mean, who's he beaten besides an old Gvozdyk?
Caleb Plant.
True, Plant.
Really, he beat up Caleb Plant, I thought. And Caleb Plant's a fantastic boxer as well.
He planted his loss stupendously.
Oh, don't. Hey, we've already had this joke.
Hey, we got to bring back the old jokes, man.
We've already had this
the
joke.
Nostalgia. Well, I say nostalgia. It was not last filming, but still, a few months ago, in the past.
Fight that happened 2 days ago. The trilogy between, I forgot her name.
Taylor and Serrano?
Yeah, Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. The trilogy. Did you see it?
I actually didn't know.
You didn't see it?
How did it go?
Katie Taylor won.
Oh, really?
Clean sweep for Katie Taylor.
Clean sweep. Does she have a dustpan and brush out?
Amanda Serrano, I don't know. It was a little bit. It wasn't as big as a war as the other two fights were. Have you seen the first two fights?
Well, yeah. Wasn't the second one on the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson card?
It was. Yeah.
People were saying that there was a robbery.
Yeah. I thought Serrano won that one as well. Yeah, and they gave it to Katie Taylor. I thought Katie Taylor won the first fight.
To be fair, she's one of Eddie Hall's golden girls.
Oh, Katie Taylor, yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon she's
Eddie Hall, Eddie Hearn.
Eddie Hearn, yeah.
That'd be crazy.
I know. I reckon
up those two.
I honestly think them two are two of the best females in boxing of all time. They're definitely up there for me. Two of them.
You've got your good ones, like Clarissa Shields,
Natasha Jonas, and you got obviously old school boxers, Layla Ali, Chrissy Martin, and all them. But yeah, these two are incredible. But I couldn't have a thing. I was watching Did you see that card? It was an all-female card.
Was it?
Yeah, it was all-female card. So.
Oh, that's rare.
Yeah, there's some good ones. Like Savannah Marshall fought on there. You know the fight of Savannah Marshall. She fought Clarissa Shields. But yeah, it was an all-female card, and I couldn't help but think when watching. I watched a few of the female fights, and I couldn't help but think, God, Clarissa Shields would batter all these. Yeah. Clarissa Shields would batter all of them, I thought.
Yeah, she was an amazing boxer. The only thing that slightly irritates me about her was that one thing she said about how she could beat up any guy.
Oh yeah, no. I don't like her as a personality, but as a boxer, she's great. She reminds me of Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather Jr. You know, he's a goat in boxing. He's probably in my top 10 for best of all time. Possibly top 5. I think he's incredible.
Yeah.
But his personality is irritating.
I got mixed opinions on his personality. There's
yeah?
parts about him that are likable. Like, I think he's a really good teacher for one. But then the things he does in his gym, like when he promotes doghouse sparring, where he just lets his fighters get beat up, I think that stuff is wrong.
Yeah, no, that's wrong.
In the long term, that's just going to ruin your fighters.
Of course it is, yeah. Of course it is.
But tie you in.
Yeah, but it's his ego, isn't it? It's his ego that's...
Yeah.
Although I did like what he did recently. Did you see him and Roy Jones were going at each other?
Were they?
Well, him and Roy Jones Jr. were going at each other, and Roy Jones Jr. said something. I'm not sure what it was. And Floyd Mayweather, he just posted a video of him sat on a sofa It's just his back on a sofa watching TV, and it's a Roy Jones getting knocked out.
No, that's funny actually.
And I was like, and Roy Jones can't do that back because Floyd Mayweather's never lost.
No.
So I was like,
That's
you know
quite
what,
funny.
that's funny. That is, I like that. Like, a lot of people go at him because he always calls himself the GOAT, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And says, "Oh yeah, I'm the
Well,
best."
he can
of all
back up his
time.
talk.
Yeah, but that's the thing. He
you
backs
can't
it
deny
up.
for a second.
Yeah, like I saw in an interview, he said, "All right, who's beat the most world champions? You did. Who's never lost any fights? You did." And he keeps going on and on. And at the end, he says, "So basically, we're saying," and the guy goes, "You're the best of all time." And he goes, "Yeah, there we go." And then he just walks off. And I'm like, "That's class."
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, but
He made the most money in the sport too.
Oh yeah, fucking money man.
Probably next to Tyson Fury. Wait, actually, he probably
more than Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
He got paid. How much did I think to fight Manny Pacquiao, he got paid. I think it was 200 million or 100 million or something like that. 200 million to fight Manny Pacquiao. That's insane.
Remember his fight against 23-year-old Canelo? And
Yeah.
even back then, Canelo had a good record. He was like 40 wins.
They had the
40
same
fights.
record. They had the same record. I think Canelo was 42-0 and Mayweather was 43-0.
I thought Canelo was 40, you know.
No, he might have been. I'm not sure. I think he was though. Yeah, but they were both undefeated.
Yeah.
Canelo was 23 years old.
Yeah.
He was 36, I believe, and on his way out.
Yeah, and he still schooled him.
Yeah, he absolutely schooled the fuck out of
People
him.
were making excuses for Canelo, saying, "Oh, he was too young," but then Floyd was 36, which isn't exactly young for a boxer.
It's not Canelo they just do that for. They do that for
Just because.
pretty much all of his fight.
Yeah.
They have an excuse for at least every win he's had, I think.
Yeah.
Like, too old, Manny Pacquiao, he was washed. He was too old. Floyd Mayweather's older than him. Yeah, but shut up. Floyd Mayweather's literally...
You're right, though.
That is literally one of the excuses, man. Some people said, "Oh, Manny Pacquiao was too old." And I was like, Floyd Mayweather's older than him. Just shut up. I know. Floyd Mayweather is a few years older than him. Like, just shut your fucking mouth.
People say that a lot nowadays. If they go on like a 2-3 fight losing streak, people just instantly assume, "Oh, that guy's washed," or "Oh, he's done."
Yeah, no, that annoys me. No, even one loss, man. That's the thing with boxing. That's why, in a way, I like MMA a bit more. Because in MMA, they don't. You
could go on a 3-fight losing
Yeah.
streak and people still love you.
Yeah, exactly. In boxing, you lose one, you're just known for that loss.
Yeah.
That's it. No, don't matter. Like, look what they did with Joe Joyce. That was one. Like, to be fair, he's got worse, right?
Yeah.
But when he lost to Zhang, just that one loss, people forgot everything else he did. All those other wins, they just cared about his loss against Zhang. That was it.
Listen to him trying to trash talk is so funny, though.
Oh my god,
He's like,
terrible.
I'm just gonna hit here, head, body, everywhere.
Yeah.
Even Parker started laughing at him.
You know what I saw the other day? Something really funny.
What's that?
It was Derek Chisora, right? And he was asked in an interview, and he revealed that he was offered, I think it was $2 million to fight Moses Atoma.
Oh really?
Yeah, and he turned it down because he was like, yeah, nah. Yeah, just didn't want to fight him, like, because he knew it was a dangerous fight, like. And I was like, you know what? And apparently, because Moses Atoma is now fighting Dillian White in August.
Bro, that's a really good fight.
Yeah, but apparently Derek Chisora rang Dillian White up and said, "What are you doing? Don't take this fight. What are you doing? You're just gonna get beat up."
Yeah, I reckon Itama will beat Dillian White.
No, I do. I actually reckon he will.
After what he did to Danzy McKeon, I became a believer.
Yeah, but I reckon Dillian White has got worse as well. I've seen him in
Who
fights.
did he fight last? Because he's pulled out of his last couple of matches, hasn't he?
I don't even remember the guy's name, but he wasn't world class or anything, and he had a proper good go with him as well. They had a proper good fight.
It was in like start of the year, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but yeah, it was just not. It wasn't great, you know. And he used to be proper good back in the day, Dillian White.
He had a good match with Joshua.
Yeah, he had good. He has some good wins under his belt as well. He had a good win against Joseph Parker.
Oh yeah, I forgot he beat Parker.
Yeah, he proper did Parker as well. Like MMA news, right? What's happened in MMA?
Well, last week we witnessed one of the best UFC cards of this year so far, and the main event, Ilia Topuria, just come up to lightweight, knocks out the Charles Oliveira, in round 1.
I mean,
But the best part, he manifested it. He goes, "I'm gonna knock this guy out in round 1." But he's done it with his past 3 to 4 fights. Ever since he went on that win streak and won the featherweight belt of Volkanovski,
yeah.
he just predicts his fights just perfectly.
I know. The other thing about him, I saw one comment that said, "Oh, he's taking out all of our heroes." I was like, yeah.
People do call him a villain.
Yeah. Well, he is, because he's not the most likable bloke, I don't think. I think he's a bit of a knob, actually.
I didn't think so until I watched him on Joe Rogan's podcast, and I learned a lot about his character and like what he's like, and he's grown on me a lot.
Oh, really?
I really like him.
Yeah, I don't know. From what I've seen of him, I don't know. I don't know.
Like
Something about him, I'm not sure. But
him and Charles had their face off, he said, "Listen, mate, I respect you as a fighter.
I saw that.
Like, I didn't want it to be you. I'm just a man who's fighting for his dreams."
Yeah.
I mean, you can't offer respect, honestly, like that.
Yeah, but he's probably, I would honestly say he's probably one of the best boxers I've seen in MMA. Yeah, I've seen in MMA. Not
He outstruck Holloway in their match and knocked him out.
Yeah.
Became the first to do it.
Yeah, fucking, he could be a good boxer, let alone an MMA guy. He could be a very good boxer, but like, I reckon he probably could have beat McGregor when he was around.
Yeah, his grappling's better than McGregor's.
Oh, yeah, no, that's the thing.
Before he went into boxing, he was known as a grappler. Like, before he joined the UFC, a lot of his wins in like smaller known promotions, they would come by submissions. Like when he was a kid, on the Joe Rogan's podcast, he talked about how he started with judo and Greco-Roman wrestling.
Oh, okay.
Then he moved to Spain. I think he said he was about 14, 15. I could be wrong. But then they didn't have that culture, so he got into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu just to round out his grappling game. And they did MMA over there, and he transitioned into that. Yeah. And he wants to fight Islam now.
No, he wants to fight Paddy Pimblett.
That'll be a really good match.
Paddy Pimblett jumped in the ring after he beat...
Yeah.
I can't say his name. What's his name? Oliveira, that's it. All right. Yeah, after he beat Oliveira, Paddy Pimblett jumped in the ring and said, "Fair play, but I'll smash you."
He's like, "You can't knock me out."
Oh, that's a tough one for me.
What, Ilya and Paddy?
Yeah, back in the day I would have said Ilya, but now I've seen Paddy fight more against like Michael Chandler.
To be fair, Paddy is improving with every fight.
Yeah, exactly, and he's good on the ground as well. So yeah. I reckon.
I think Ilya would still win, but I think Paddy would. I think Paddy could give him a good fight.
Yeah, but I think he'd have to take him down to do that, because I don't think he's as good as a boxer as Ilya is.
No.
But I reckon he's probably.
No, Paddy is bigger. Bigger guy naturally. I think that's the one thing he has on Topuria.
Yeah, he's probably better on the ground than him, I would say. I
probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, but I don't think he's as good as a boxer as him though. Like, because Paddy does get caught. It's very hard to catch Topuria, I think.
Yeah, he's got good head movement.
Yeah, for a short guy, he's got fucking head movement.
And his power as well. I think that needs no introduction.
Yeah, but Paddy's got a chin of fucking iron, man. You've seen his fights? He takes shots, man. Yeah. Like, it's insane. He takes those shots, like...
We'll have to see what he's like when he's facing power punches, because people want the 2 pound for pound best right now, which is Ilya and Islam. And Islam's going up to welterweight to fight the current champion, Jack Della Maddalena, who just beat Bilal. He's a really good boxer too, Jack.
Who knows, man? But...
And if he wins, Dana said that Ilya versus Islam's going to be next. I don't know if Islam's going to come back down to lightweight or Ilya's going to go up to welter.
Who knows, man?
I'm excited for it though.
Yeah, same here.
Because Ilya said he can submit Islam.
Who knows?
I really like what he does though, because he says that when he manifests, he doesn't just do all these like goofy visualization exercises. He said that he prays to God. He's like, because there's one phrase in the Bible, which is Mark 11:24, which he stands by. He says, ask for it, believe you've received it, and you'll have it. And he says that he lives by that. He prays to God. He puts his faith in him.
Okay. Yeah, I don't do the whole God thing, to be honest, but still, I mean, it's pretty decent.
It's crazy how he just predicts it perfectly every time.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, he said he was going to knock him out, didn't he? First round, and then he went and did that.
Did the same thing with Vulcan Max. Like, when he before he fought Max.
Yeah.
He said, in the first 10 seconds, I'm going to point to the center of the ring. And after that, even before he knocked out Max, I just became a believer. I thought, this guy is special.
Yeah, but to be honest,
he is the man.
Yeah, to be honest, him v Paddy Pimblett, I think, is needed for UFC. That'll be one of the biggest fights UFC will have put on in years, I reckon.
I think Paddy needs to climb the rankings though, because he's like 9th, 10th now.
Is he?
I think he should have a title eliminator with someone like Justin Gaethje, who's higher up the ranks.
Yeah, but to be honest, I reckon he beats Gaethje.
I reckon he would too.
He beats Gaethje. Yeah.
You've also got #1 lightweight contender Arman Sarukian, who is a very good wrestler.
Yeah, that's the.
He beat Charles Oliveira at 300.
Yeah, that's a little bit different. I'm not sure about that one, but I reckon he beats Gaethje.
Because Arman was supposed to fight Islam at UFC 311 in January, but at the very last minute, the day before the fight, he pulled out because of a back injury.
Yeah.
But he was doing videos with some girl, some MMA promoter named Nina. So everyone's like, hey, what are you getting up to with this girl off the screen?
More news, John Jones retiring. How blatant do you have to be about avoiding a man? He should be fined, I reckon, for wasting everybody's time, including Tom Aspinall, who could have... Tom Aspinall could have had at least 1 or 2 fights by now.
Well, it's been about...
a year.
A year? Yeah.
It's been ages since Tom Aspinall fought. He's waited on the thought that he might be able to fight John Jones. Not is fighting John Jones, might be able to fight John Jones. And now John Jones has just gone, nah, bugger off. He's blatantly avoiding him. He gets offended whenever anyone brings up Tom Aspinall in interviews.
Yeah, you remember he walked out of one when someone just said his name.
How childish is that? I'm not even funny. John Jones is a mong. I mean, he's great, brilliant fighter.
Yeah, he did a light heavyweight. I mean, you can't forget. But,
yeah.
No one's going to remember him for his heavyweight days.
Yeah, but let's be honest here. If he was to go against Tom Aspinall, he would get beat because he's not as good as he was.
No, he's 38 now? He's getting on a bit.
Yeah. I mean, I was very impressed with his win against Cyril Gane. I thought when he beat Cyril Gane, I was like, yeah, all right, fair enough. That fight with Stipe Miocic was...
pointless.
Absolute. What the fucking hell was the point of that? That was just so bad. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't think he's looked amazing. You know,
No.
There's not a fight he's watched where I've gone, oh my god, in quite a while. And Tom Aspinall is like his worst nightmare, essentially.
Well, it's actually a funny story.
What's that?
Donald Trump announced that the UFC let him do an event at the White House.
I did see that.
And John Jones has apparently re-entered the drug testing pool for it.
Oh, here we go.
Whether he fights Tom Aspinall or not, I don't know.
No.
I don't think he will.
You know what? If I was Tom Aspinall, I'd say no.
Yeah, he's the undisputed champ now. I mean...
Yeah, he wasted Tom Aspinall's time. Tom Aspinall waste his time. I
reckon he could become the heavyweight GOAT, I reckon he will defend his title many, many times.
That's what he said, didn't he? He said, now John Jones is gone, we're going to get a current, active, undisputed heavyweight champion. And that's what everyone wants.
Yes.
So well done, Tom Aspinall. Well done.
Well done, Tom.
You've done the basic thing that every champion should do. Fight. All right, Kobe's big question. We're going to make that a thing now. We're going to have a Kobe's, come on.
Big question.
Kobe's big question. All right, here we go. Let's go.
Big question, little question. If you could change one thing from your high school life, what would it be?
Okay, all right. That's a tough one.
I'm going to Sadler deep thinking mode here.
Ooh, yeah. I gotta think, man. High school, what was I like in high school? I was a nervy kid. I was a nervy fucker in high school. I don't know.
It could be anything. It could be from when you were in like year 7 to the end of year 11.
What am I changing specifically? Am I changing something that happened? Am I changing the way I
anything.
was? Or
it can be the way you were, something you did that you regret, or
I guess I'd probably change the people that I surrounded myself with, and I know that that sounds bad because. Right, the people I was with from year 7 to year 8 are the people I was with from primary school, right? And they're not, I want to put this out there, they're not bad people, all right? I want to put this out there just in case any of them see this and think, what the fuck? You're not bad people, I think you're great, but I personally just wasn't like them, and I think that's why I ended up growing. They sort of grew apart from me, because I just wasn't like any of them. They like me. Do you know what I mean? They like me, but they're just not
So you got on in like a normal mutual bond, but when it come to deep things and your interests and what you have in common, you guys had nothing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I got told years later, right? Because I honestly thought for years that they just didn't like me.
Yeah.
They just grew to, sort of not like me as much as we did in primary, right? That's just what I thought. And then years later, shut up. Years later, I was with this girl that I knew from high school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, safe as fuck she is, and she was honest with me. She was like, I was telling her, I was like, I think they don't like me, and she was like, no, we all loved you, like we all thought you were great, and I was like, really? And then she said, yeah, and she told me that the reason they sort of grew apart from me was because they were doing things that you didn't want to do, like dodgy things, like things that were naughty and things that were, things that were not, acceptable. Things that just weren't, I didn't like, there's me going, there were some people that would go along with it even if they didn't like it. They'd go along with it and they'd be there, and there's just me going,
giving into that peer pressure.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just like, I don't know, I don't want to do it. And I think that's why. And she told me that she was like, that's probably why they grew apart from you. And I think that's why. And I was like, wow.
It's quite sad. You see a lot of that nowadays, especially in the younger generation. Is that you see many people who don't want to do things, but just because they want to conform to their group's standards, they do it anyway, and they end up ruining themselves because of it.
Yeah, but like, how do I put it? But yeah, that's what I think. That's what I changed, because I think there was a period in year 7 and year 8. I don't think I was really all there to understand it, but I was,
the sharpest tool.
Yeah, no, I wasn't, man. I was a bit,
we all got our strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't think I was all there. I was watching my friends just, not want me there anymore, and it was so upsetting to me. I'd watch them, go to parties and they wouldn't invite me, and I'd be sort of thinking in my head, I'd be like, why? These are the people I grew up with. Like, what the fuck? They've just found some new people and fucked me off. Like, what the fuck? And I wasn't strong enough in the head to understand it at the time. So I was just sort of like, well, what the hell? And I remember I'd be crying to my parents, I'd be like, what the hell? These people are just... And obviously I found my friends that I have now. I was still friends with them in primary school, but I wasn't nearly as close to them as I am now. And I'm still friends with them to this day. These people. These are the people that, understand me and are, we just get along more. And I wish, if I could change anything, I think I would have been with them from the start, because I don't think I would have been as sad as I was and confused as I was during that time. But yeah, that's my answer. Yeah.
It's actually very relatable.
Oh, really?
To be honest.
Oh, well, you have a similar story, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
That wouldn't be the only thing I'd change.
Okay.
But I found that in that sense I was very similar to you, just like constantly surrounding myself with people who didn't share like my interests and ambitions. Like there's one time in particular I'm thinking of. It was in year 10. This was more towards my back end years of high school, and I was hanging out with these people. I won't state their names for privacy reasons, but I was close to this one kid. We'll call him Michael for the sake of this story.
Michael.
And Michael, him and I, we knew each other in primary school, so I kind of just got along with him better than I did with the rest of the people in the group.
Okay.
Then once year 10 ended, like I started hanging out with these guys more towards the summertime. So like we did some bits together, like we went to the fun fair, went to the park, we hung out. Then on the last day, we all went to one of our friends' house, like a end of school party kind of thing. The parties are very different, from older ages to younger ages now.
Oh yeah, well, the parties at that age are just so exciting.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. But anyway,
like the girls' parents, they made us like food and drinks, and we were all like dancing in the
good.
back. It was nice.
Yeah, I never experienced that.
They said to me, "Oh, we'll stay in touch during the summer."
And you didn't?
No, and I messaged Michael 3 weeks into the summer. I said, hey mate, what are you doing? We'll all have to hang out together. And he goes, nah, sorry man, I can't today. I'm out with my family. I said, okay, no problem at all.
Yeah.
Then later on in the day, I'm scrolling through Instagram. I see a picture of him and 3 other my friends out. Same day, and I looked at that, and it was kind of heartbreaking for 15-year-old me, just because I felt so betrayed in the moment.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's
the
terrible.
worst part was that I didn't have the balls to say anything to him. Like, I was just silent.
You know what? I had a similar experience. Now that I'm thinking of it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to bring it up. You know what? I'll bring it up. Okay. I had a best friend from primary school. I'm not going to state his name, but I had a best friend. We grew up together, and I think it was around year 8. I started hearing from people that he was basically chatting shit about me, saying things about me, and I never had the balls to go up to him and be like, "What the hell are you doing?" I was being told it by his own friends. His own friends were telling me this, and I remember just thinking, "What the hell? Like, what did I do?" You know what I mean? But I didn't have the balls at the time. If I was the guy I was now, I would have gone straight up to him. But yeah, I just yeah.
Maybe that's another thing we change, is the confidence we have. Well, you know, when you're a kid though, you have no concept of who you are. You know, you blend in, try to fit into other groups, just trying to find your, sense of self in a way. But then you end up getting lost. You know, you find people who you think are your friends, then you turn your backs and they're all laughing at you.
Yeah, no, there may people like that. I just can't stand fake people, and
It's just a lack of authenticity that sucks.
Yeah.
Especially when you yourself, you're trying to become a more authentic person. You're trying to live life how you want and just not to everyone else's standards. And to see people like that, it's so aggravating.
Oh no, it is aggravating, man. It is aggravating, and I don't know, man. They just, I can't put words for it, honestly. But it irritates the hell out of me. Like, why would you want to bash someone down? You know what I mean? Like that. Someone who was your friend at one point. I don't know.
I think that's more of an internal issue. Like, when you're genuinely kind to people, you do be your best for them.
Yeah.
You're there for them. You try to be a genuine, good, caring friend. They turn their back on you. That's like their own problems. That's like they're going through something at home, or they're fighting some internal battle. They're trying to fight some demons inside. But you've just got to think to yourself that whatever they're going through, 9 times out of 10, it's got nothing to do with you.
Oh yeah.
They might be even jealous of you. The reason they act like that way.
Yeah, like I think that. Honestly, All right, final topic we want to talk about. This is an interesting one. Red pill masculinity. Okay, what's your opinion on it?
Well, I remember back towards my back ends of high school, like year 11.
Yeah. I
first found out about guys like Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate, Justin Waller, and they were all these men who were exposed the brutal truth, saying things like, I don't remember what they were saying about how women.
Is it the brutal truth though, or is it just arrogance?
I do believe it's more of an arrogance thing.
Yeah, is it just arrogance from people who are rich and people who've got money, or is it the brutal truth? Look, Andrew Tate is probably one of them, and he does say some things that are very clever, very intelligent, and then there's other things where it's just just shut your mouth, and just shut up.
Yeah, I feel like they try and push men to live out of ego and bitterness, the way they word things. For a while, I actually believed them until I tried to start living out some of these things in myself, and I realised that I wasn't happy. Tate, for instance.
Okay.
They say things like, oh, if you're not sleeping with enough women, you're a wimp. Men go out chasing just many women, not because they feel like it suits their growth, just because they're insecure at the fact that some random bloke they've seen on YouTube has told them that they need to sleep with more women.
Yeah,
You say things like, oh, Justin Waller, he says this one thing in this podcast.
Oh, you've got a clip.
Yeah.
Got a clip.
I'll play it.
All right, here we go. Just play it.
Do you want one more question?
Fire away, honey.
Okay. If you have only one place in your heart for one woman, or you want to have one woman in your heart, I think you said, why don't you just commit to one and choose to be faithful to her?
Oh, I think I've seen this.
I'm just not wired that way. I spent my whole 20s trying to fix myself. Thought something was
You're a man
wrong
of
with
self-control. You work out, you do business.
Yeah.
You can possess your own power and direct it the way you want to direct it.
It's just not how I am. It's not how I am.
You think that might be a limited mindset?
I think it's none of your business, but I don't want you to think I'm triggered by you. I'm not.
Okay.
I saw somebody say that, and I think that's it.
Him saying I'm not triggered then says it's none of your business. That's exactly what a triggered person
That
would
is
say.
exactly what a triggered person...
It's like many men, they want long-term relationship with one woman.
Yeah, of
like we're
course.
all trying to find that one woman who appreciates us for who we are.
Yeah,
Not
of
for, you know,
course.
what our abs look like or how much money we have or our cars.
Yeah.
Like, we want genuine. There's a verse in the Bible that says, in Mark 8:24, he says, "What's it profit a man to gain the whole world but lose his soul in the process?" What he's trying to say is there's no point chasing, you know, external validation when the inside and your internal validation is going to break you.
That's a good point. I mean, I don't read Bible things, but
No.
it makes sense.
I mean, you don't have to read the Bible. I mean,
Yeah.
many people have these internal problems, so they try to fix it with external things, like bodybuilders, for instance. I know many of them are depressed on the inside. So on the outside, they try and make themselves look all big and buff, just to try and fix their inside problems.
Yeah, but that's the thing about these red pill influencers and all that. Like, a lot of them say these things, but they don't have the things that they're saying people should do.
Yeah.
You know, for example, have you seen the Fresh and Fit podcast before?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Didn't one of the guys talk about how they slept with like 1,000 women?
Oh, no. He said he slept with 3 women in one night, and then he told this story, and then the story had about 5 different points where it was just like, hang on, you said this, and then you said that, and it was just like, oh, you just made this up, didn't you? And yeah, but the thing that annoys me about that podcast is that guy, what's his name? Myron Gaines. He goes on about, what is it? You need to sleep with a certain amount of women, and you need to be valued, blah, 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 blah. He's never had a serious relationship in his life. If you read up about him, he's never been in a serious relationship. I swear, he only recently got in a serious relationship. And he's saying, women shouldn't post like this, women shouldn't post like that. The woman he's with now posts pictures of her in her bikinis and bras. And I'm like, right, so you tell people all this, despite the fact that you've never been in a serious relationship, despite the fact you've never been married, and he's 35 years old as well, I'm pretty sure. He's in his mid-30s, so he's not young.
No.
He's saying he's lived life. You've never been in a serious relationship, so how can you give advice about it being in a serious relationship?
Yeah,
You
a lot
know?
of people, especially people who give out modern dating advice, a lot of them do get it all wrong.
Yeah, of course. And his mate, that other one on the big one, you know, on the other end, he's like a nodding dog. And Myron just says so, and he's just there like this. Yep. Just
Sheep.
agrees. He doesn't have his own opinions. He just agrees.
The
And there's-
problem with the people who try and chase like these people, who watch these people and fully believe them, is that they chase more validation rather than their own success.
Yeah, but like, what I don't get it. Like, people actually sit there. They have these talks on their podcast for hours on end about pretty much the same thing, and there's people who actually sit there for hours and listen to these people talk. It's like, oh my god, how sad can you possibly be? Like, honestly, he goes on. I've seen him say, Myron Gaines, I've seen him say at least 3 times, I've saved thousands of men from committing suicide. I've saved thousands of people. First of all, why are you flexing the fact that you've saved thousands of people from suicide? That's a very odd thing to flex about. Second of all, if people are really committing suicide over women, that says a lot about your audience. And then there's more people like the Whatever podcast. You seen that one?
That does ring a bell, yeah.
Yeah, with that nerd on the flipping side. I don't know what his name is. Brian something. Yeah? Doesn't want to get married. I've heard. And I don't think he's in a relationship either. Also in his 30s. And he's giving advice about relationships and how men should be in a relationship. You don't have fuck all experience You're the last person I'd want to go to about fucking dating advice. And yet they've got hundreds of thousands of people who watch their streams. He's got to be one of the most unlikable people I think I've seen in the red pill. He's so rude. Have you seen? I saw this one clip and there was a girl and she's saying, "Well, you're quite rude," and he carries on being rude about her. And he's like, "Oh, speaking to the mic and stuff like that." And it's like little comments like that, and it's like, why would I listen to you about getting with women? And yet I say that, but hundreds of thousands of people watch their streams, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? Who are these people? I think it's got to a point now where they can just say the stupidest shit. I saw Myron Gaines say the other day that fathers who play with their kids is gay. And I was like, what? How much of a loser have you got to be to say something like that? And also, you don't have kids. So how do you know what you should be doing with kids? You don't fucking have any. I can give advice about relationships because I've been in more than you have, you can't.
That's the problem with a lot of these red pill guys, that even the younger ones who aren't all that famous, they like flex their money, flex their cars, thinking that that's who they are. That's just the one thing that pees me off about social media in general. This is one reason why I don't do social media, because
I'm glad you don't.
lot of the people post this stuff and a lot of people treat it like a my life's better than your life kind of thing. Don't get me wrong, that's not everyone, but
yeah, I mean,
I see it for the majority of people at least.
I'm glad you're not on social media. I think it adds to your character that you don't do social media, man. I mean, personally, I love social media. You know what I mean? I love posting videos, and I love,
I think I use is YouTube.
Involved.
That's it.
Yeah, but I love getting involved in debates like Twitter. Oh my god, mate! You look at my Twitter, you got about a year's worth of angry, horrible debates I've had with people, and all my worst thoughts on things. You've got about a year's worth of it down. But yeah, I love getting involved in the debate and all, but honestly, social media is terrible. Like, if this ever blew up, this series, like, I don't know, like, like, if this ever blew up, I'm obviously...
I'd love it if this blew up.
I mean, I love it if this blew up, but I'm going to get hate. There's going to be some people who are going to have a problem. I've had people comment already on some of the shorts. This is going to get hate. I've said some dodgy things on this thing, I've made jokes about foreigners. I've made jokes about certain things, you know what I mean? But I don't know. That's just my personality, man, It doesn't mean I hate everything. It just means I want to make jokes out of bad things to get through it,
I mean, it doesn't matter where you go. People are always going to have something to say about you.
Yeah, of course they are.
Not everybody you meet's going to like you.
Well, one thing my mate told me once, it was my mate Cameron, shout out to you. He told me once at a party, we were at a party and I was quite down at the time because of my last relationship before the one I'm in there. He said, if you can't be yourself, you'll never know who you are.
Wow.
And I was like, I was like, fair enough, that's great. And that stuck with me. I wrote it down. I was like, that probably wasn't even his quote. He probably just heard it somewhere. But the fact he told me that, I thought that was what I needed to hear at the time, a little quote like that. And but anyway, back on these red pill influencers, I just think they're all knobs. And I find it amazing that it's blown up as big as it is, and the fact that you can get hundreds of thousands of people who actually listen to you off the back of opinions like that.
It's mostly younger people who take the bait though, because like I said earlier when we were talking about our high school experiences, not a lot of them know who they are, so they think that if they follow these people who are deemed successful, I think these people, this is really good stuff. There's a reason why not many older guys listen to him, besides these fresh and fit guys, but then the general public, I'm speaking.
Yeah, mate, I mean, I don't know, man. They just seem like arrogant people who are giving advice out that they really shouldn't be giving, because they don't have that experience to tell people what to do in those situations, and they act so arrogant about it as well. That's what gets me. They act so arrogant about it, like they've done it before. Like that Justin, what's his name?
Waller.
That clip we just saw. He's never been in a relationship. He's openly admitted he's never been in a relationship, and that he can't be in an open relationship. He can't be in a relationship because he knows he's just going to be unfaithful. So why am I listening to him about advice for women and all that? Why am I listening to him?
I don't like how they brag about themselves either. Like that Justin Waller guy, he says in a lot of videos, like, girls can't keep their hands from me. I'm a handsome man. I'm 6'3". I'm 225 pounds.
Oh yeah. I
just-
saw a clip
Why do
of
people
him.
brag about that?
Yeah, I saw a clip of him saying he was going on about a certain MMA fighter, a woman.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't.
5'2" one.
Yeah, something like that. And he's going, "Oh yeah, I could easily beat her."
A women's UFC champion. I probably should not say this. Buddy of mine, he's like, I wouldn't want to meet her in a parking lot. She's 5'2", 135 pounds. I said, listen, man, no disrespect. I know she's an absolute killer if she caught you on the chin, but I'm picking me. I'm 6'3", 225 pounds, and I've trained.
No fucking shit. Like, why'd you have to specifically say that you, a giant, could beat a woman? Why do you have to specifically say that? You just have to say it to boost your own ego. I think, if anything, they're going to be harmful towards the youth, the younger youth, because they're just gonna influence loads of young people to become arrogant and, you know, anything hateful towards women as well. If anything, and and I don't like it, man. Don't like it. You know, women are everything, aren't they? They cook. They
If it weren't for them, we wouldn't be alive.
yeah, exactly. We're gonna try and get one with Rafe in as well. Rafe is currently in Portugal. He's been traveling all over recently.
Yeah,
Istanbul.
man.
He went to Istanbul.
Oh
recently.
yeah, I remember you mentioned.
Yeah, to do filming for his filming career. But yeah, man. Oh yeah.
Peace out.
Peace out.